Hello my sweet friends and welcome to DIY with Nadia. Today I am making an adorable Dollar Tree Deco Mesh Mother's Day wreath. Let's get started. For today's wreath, I'm going to be using some Dollar Tree Deco Mesh, and this is a gorgeous fuchsia pink. And I'm going to be using the Cruffle Method that was originally started by this Southern girl Can, and it is also known as the Woodland Method. For the wreath base, I'm going to be using this heart-shaped metal wreath form from the Dollar Tree, and then I'm going to grab some pipe cleaners. Let's do the pipe cleaners real quick. Pipe cleaners are usually 12 inches, and I'm just going to be bending these at 4 inches. For this method, you really don't need any more than that. To make the process easier, I just grab my pipe cleaners and just bend them into a little V. That way, when we're making our little ruffles, you just grab one and go. Our Dollar Tree Deco Mesh is 6 inches in width and 5 yards in length. We're going to be cutting our Deco Mesh into 22-inch strips, and we should get about 8 strips per roll. And I just let it roll. I don't touch it. I don't want to mess with the frame. The Deco Mesh that I got does look really nice, really sturdy, but still I'm always very, very careful with this type of Deco Mesh, especially from the Dollar Tree. I like doing this method because it really goes fast. Your ruffles are big and it's a very elegant and soft type of wreath. I got 8 of these rolls. And this is how much I have left of the Deco Mesh. So this works out perfect. Now let's make some cruffles. I'm going to start on one of the sides and just make a few curls here. 1, 2, maybe 3. Grab a little clamp, a clothespin, whatever you have on hand, and just clamp it. Then we're going to turn it around and put something kind of heavy, but not heavy, because you don't want it to mess with the mesh. I'm going to pull it back a little bit. I'm going to grab the other side, make a few rolls on this side. This is going to keep all the fraying in place and on the inside and prevent all of that. Now I'm grabbing a pipe cleaner. This is the smooth end where the curls are going in this way, and just put it around. Here you're going to have about 1/2 inch. And what I like to do is just push it back, kind of squeeze it, and what that does, it kind of opens the flower up. It looks like a butterfly almost, because you have the curls up here, curls up there, and look at that, you have a beautiful, beautiful little cruffle. Let's make another one. I'm going to make this one a little bit quicker, so a few rolls right here. Thumbs as a base, and let's go. Then I'm going to put it upside down. This is our smooth side where all the curls are going back on both ends. I'm going to put my pipe cleaner in. As you can see, it's a little wide, but we're going to push all of that back, just like that. And then I'm going to give 2 twists, and we have a perfect little cruffle. I'm done with all my beautiful cruffles, and I'm going to start putting them on this middle row of the heart wreath, and I'm just going to play it by ear. I want it to be filled in really nicely, and a few twists in the back. And then because our pipe cleaner is not that long, I'm just going to fold it in half right here and fold it back, and that's it. It's hidden, it's out of the way, and it's nice and smooth in the back. When putting on the cruffles, I found it to be the easiest just to turn my wreath around and just kind of work the cruffles in from the back or towards the back and just tie them in place. I have 6 of these bundles on this top section, and I feel like it's nice and full, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish off the rest of the rolls. For the detailed supply list, don't forget to look in the description box below. Right underneath the main sentence, you will find a list for this wreath and all the supplies, how many I used, where I got everything. As I'm finishing off this wreath, 4 rolls of the deco mesh was more than enough. I have about 6 to 7 little cruffles in each section. In the bottom section right here, I have 4. But everywhere else, it averaged from 6 to 7. And there you go, the wreath base is all done. Now it's time to decorate. I would love to invite you to follow me on Instagram if you're interested in some behind the scenes, some daily life, and of course, a little bit of mischievous little fur babies. The link to all my social media platforms is in the description box below. I'm going to be using this Dollar Tree sign. I'm going to be painting the front, and I'm going to keep the stick on just to make it a little bit easier on myself. And then I am going to paint the letters MOM. I'm going to give them a really quick coat of white paint before I bring in the pink paint. And I decided to use this Brilliant Magenta by Artist's Loft. I thought this color would work really well with the fuchsia deco mesh. I just feel like it's always a good idea to give the letters a quick coat of white paint just so the color goes on nicely. I'm using white chalk paint by Rust-Oleum in linen white. Now I'm just grabbing my Brilliant Magenta paint and I'm going to give a nice coat to all the letters. Now that the paint is dry on the letters and my little circle, I'm going to flip the circle around and put the pipe cleaners on. I'm going to just put the pipe cleaner on here. More hot glue on top. And then I'm going to grab a piece of felt, or you could grab a piece of fabric. And I'm just going to secure that in place, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to put this flat because we are going to decorate this side. As you see, I have pieces of greenery, and this is just leftover pieces from my projects with the spring florals right here. And I'm just going to glue them along right here. And now I'm just going to hot glue the MOM in place. Now I'm grabbing the satin ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and this is the face up where it's very kind of golden and glittery. While that's beautiful, I'm going to be using this side. And when I'm going to be making the bows, you are going to see the gold, but I want that beautiful pink to be on top because it matches my wreath the most. You could bring this together with thread and needle, but I'm just going to hot glue it super quick here. Grab another piece, and I'm just wrapping that around the center. We're going to make a very simple and clean bow for this. There you go. Going to cut off the excess, and I'm just going to hot glue the bow right in the center of my greenery right here. Any leaves that are going to be in the way, I'm just going to hot glue to the actual greenery right here so it's out of our way. And then the tails I'm going to cut on a little slant. And now all that's left is to attach our beautiful centerpiece to the center of our wreath. And that's it. This wreath is ready to go to my mom's house. I'm done attaching everything, and now I'm just going to go around, and if there's any frays anywhere around, I'm just going to take care of that real quick.